Resolution 14.
Be it resolved that ABP lobby the Alberta government to provide software and hardware to facilitate implementing the mandatory requirements of the Alberta Livestock and Meat Strategy at no cost to producers.
The mover.
Lori Kinney, Zone 9.
And your seconder.
Pat Eaton, Zone 9. I'm sorry, who? Pat Eaton.
Just pull that down a little bit. There you go. Okay, Patty's seconder. Go ahead, mover.
The producer brought this forward referring to the amount of paperwork that the producers out there are concerned about their finding with their time with age verification. Specifically, they were referring to scanning and computer software material, computer software program. The feeling was that if this was available to them, that it would alleviate some of their time. As well, the thought was, we have been often told that as part of this strategy, we will be receiving carcass data. The comment was that if I'm a producer with 40 animals, the odds that all 40 of my carcasses are going to be slaughtered at the same time, so thereby it only being one envelope with one stamp, it's likely it's going to be more than that. So the feeling was that if there was some electronic components to this at no cost to producers, it would speed some of the things up.
Okay. Seconder. Seconder waves. Anyone in opposition to open debate? Yes, Harvey?
Harvey Hagman, Zone 7. I speak in opposition because I believe that what we're asking for here is the government's implementation to the strategy was to give us a subsidy, and that was to cover our getting on board with the strategy, age verifying, etc. So to go and ask for the government to pay for our software and hardware, I think is just going a little bit too far.
There was an opposition. Debate is now open. Anybody else wish to speak? Frank?
Frank Murphy. Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would also like to speak in opposition to this motion. The government seems to continually tell about how many millions of dollars they've given our industry. Sometimes they give us $1 and manage to take 80 cents back anyway, just as a side comment. But I hate to ask the government for a subsidy when they're bringing this meat strategy forward to justify giving us subsidies in the past. We don't need to give them any more reason to shove things down our throat.
Okay. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak to the motion? Mr. Francis?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to speak in favor of this. Just because we lobby the government doesn't mean they're going to do it. We can go ask them. I mean, we act like if we lobby the government, it's going to happen. Like they're going to just go, yeah, we're going to give it to you, because they're not. But what does it hurt to ask? If they're going to force this down our throats, we might as well ask, right?
Okay. Further?
I agree with that learned gentleman. We had an instance we were trying to download some tag numbers off a reader into a computer program, and we talked to Oflex and everyone, and no one had a damn thing for us. So if we ask, perhaps they'll give us something.
Favor? Your name, sir? Because they got to know where to send the check to.
I'm Sheldon from Zone 8.
Okay, Janice?
Janice Boyd, Zone 9. I'd just like to point out, there was a program a little while ago for funding for RFID readers for all sectors of the industry except for cow-calf. Also, with the Verified Beef program, they had, if you took the workshop, you could get $750 towards a neck extender or an RFID reader, which for some reason the Alberta government, I don't know who it was actually, has bumped up the deadline on that till the end of December instead of, I think it was supposed to be March of 2009. It doesn't give us a whole lot of time to kind of take advantage of this funding. It's just a point, that's all.
Okay. Any further comments or debate on the motion? Seeing none, I will ask the mover to close debate.
I would just like to respond to the comment with regards to the subsidy, and we are receiving some money for the age verification for this year. So that is for the 1 year. If they were to actually provide us with physical software and equipment, it would be a lasting thing. It would not just be a 1 year thing. And the only other comment I had was that at this meeting it was unanimous.
At the meeting?
Yeah, at the meeting in our zone where this motion was brought forward, it was unanimous.
Thank you. So debate is now closed. All those in favor of Resolution 14, please raise your hands. Those opposed? Okay, I'm going to ask you to stand so that I can get a count. So all those in favor first, so we're voting in favor, and I just need a count here. You needed to stretch anyways. I've seen a couple of you trying to fall asleep. Okay, shoot, and you can't stand up twice. You know that. Okay, you got to count? All those opposed, please stand up. Frank, we were worried about that. Okay, can I get a count, please? Did you get the numbers? Okay, we got the numbers. All those that didn't care, had no clue, I want you to stand up now because everybody should stand up at least once. I'm sorry, I'm just going to get the count here. The resolution is carried 35 to 29. Sorry, 35 in favor, 29 opposed. The resolution is carried.